Welcome to English Mastery Daily. Today, we're diving into a skill that is absolutely essential: how to talk to customers professionally, especially, when they're not happy. We're going to see that it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. So let's get right into it.
So, have you ever been in that situation? A customer is getting upset, their voice is getting louder, and your mind just goes blank. You're trying to find the perfect words, but nothing comes out. Well, that feeling of panic is exactly what we are going to solve today. And yeah, this really hits on why this matters so much. If you use the wrong phrase, it's like throwing gasoline on a fire. You can take a tiny little issue and accidentally blow it up into a massive problem. The stakes are really, really high. But on the flip side, when you get it right, the rewards are huge. You're not just dodging a bullet, you're actually building trust, you're solving things way faster, and get this, you can turn a really angry person into one of your biggest fans. And maybe most importantly, you'll feel so much more confident in your role. It's a total game changer. So how do we do it? How do we get there? Well, it all boils down to this one simple but super powerful number: 5. That's it. Just 5 steps to handle pretty much any customer conversation like an absolute pro. All right, here it is. This is our roadmap for the rest of this explainer. It all starts with the greeting, then we move into active listening and empathy. From there, we pivot to the solution, and we finish strong with the closing. Think of this as your go-to toolkit. Each step builds on the one before it, and it's designed to guide you from a really tense start to a positive finish. Let's break them down. First step. Step number 1, the greeting. You really only get about 5 seconds to make a first impression. If you nail this part, everything else that comes after is going to be so much easier. What's so great about these phrases is how warm and open they are. Something as simple as, "Good morning, how can I help you today?" immediately tells the customer you're on their side. You're an ally, not a roadblock. It makes them feel welcome right from the very first word. All right, on to step 2, active listening. And listen, this is way more than just staying quiet while the other person talks. It's about actively showing them that you get it, that you understand their problem. This is where you really start to de-escalate the situation. These phrases might look simple, but man, are they effective. When you say something like, "Let me make sure I understand correctly," it proves you're actually paying attention. It makes the customer feel heard, and honestly, making someone feel heard is often half the battle. Now we come to what might just be the most critical step of all, especially when emotions are running high. Step 3, empathy. This is where you connect with them as a person before you even think about trying to fix their problem. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You can't solve a problem for someone who feels like you don't understand them. It's just human nature. When we're upset, we need to feel heard before our brain can even begin to think about a solution. You have to acknowledge the feeling first. This one idea is the key to the whole thing. Using a phrase like, "I completely understand your frustration," is so powerful. Why? Because it validates their feeling. You're telling them, hey, your emotion is legitimate. You're not saying the company is wrong. You're just agreeing that their feeling is valid. When you do that, it's like a switch flips in their brain, and they become so much more open to hearing what you have to say next. Okay, so once you've made that connection, once they feel understood, now it's time for step 4, the solution. This is where you get to shift gears from feeling to fixing. You take charge and you confidently lead the way to a resolution. Just listen to how confident and active a phrase like, "Here's what I can do for you," sounds. It just radiates confidence. It tells the customer, "Don't worry, I got this." You're not just a passive listener anymore. Now you're their personal problem solver. And that brings us to our final step, step 5, the closing. Now, the problem might be solved, but you're not done yet. How you end the call is what they'll remember. It's the lasting impression, so you want to make sure you end on a really strong, positive note. It's all about appreciation here. I mean, think about this one. "Thank you for giving us the opportunity to fix this." That's brilliant. It completely reframes their complaint into a gift, a chance for you to get better. This is how you make a customer feel truly valued, and that's how you build loyalty that lasts. Okay, so we've got our 5 steps down. Now, let's really put them to the test. What do you do when a customer is just plain angry? When things get really heated? Let's see how this framework holds up under pressure. Here it is, the single biggest mistake you can make: getting defensive. It's so tempting, right? Your instinct is to jump in and say, actually, you're wrong, our policy says, but look at the difference here. That's just a dead end. The right way, the only way, is to start with empathy. I understand your frustration, let me help. That phrase alone can stop an argument in its tracks. And here is that same framework, but adapted into a specific action plan for when things are going south. First, do not defend, just listen. Second, apologize for their bad experience. Third, acknowledge their feelings. Then, take action and promise to follow up. It's a clear, repeatable recipe for turning chaos into calm. All right, this is the one you might want to take a screenshot of. This is your cheat sheet. The single most important phrase for each step. For the greeting, how can I help you today? For listening, so what you're saying is, for empathy, I completely understand your frustration. For the solution, here's what I'm going to do for you. And for the closing, thank you for your patience. If you can master just these 5, you're going to be unstoppable. Look, knowing all this is one thing, but actually doing it in the moment is something else entirely. So you have to practice. Pick a situation you run into a lot. Write down your 5-step response. And then, this is the most important part, say it out loud. Record your voice on your phone and listen back to your tone. Or even better, grab a friend and role play. That's how you build the muscle memory so this stuff becomes second nature. So, as we wrap things up here, I want to leave you with this one question. Out of all the phrases we talked about today, which one are you going to try first? Just pick one, commit to using it, and start building that professional confidence right now. Thanks for tuning in to English Mastery Daily.